Hey there, and good Friday morning to you. Coming to you live from my office here in Midtown with Fact Friday. This is Brew Krebs with a little recap of what's going on in the Atlanta real estate market right now. It is a crazy time out there. We're definitely in a seller's market. We've got a plethora of buyers who are looking for homes. Homes are often selling very quickly for more than their list price. If they're priced properly and staged properly, they're selling typically for more than their list price. Some of them have multiple offers. I know I just put one under contract this past weekend that had multiple offers and sold for about 9% over the list price, which was my seller was crazily happy. And of course, we had backup offers to boot on that one. So let's talk a little bit about, in general, the Atlanta real estate market as of the end of December 2020. And I'm going to share my screen with you now so that you can see a little bit of what that looks like. This is the December 2020 Atlanta Realtors Market Brief coming from the Atlanta Board of Realtor Statistics. If you notice, we had 6,635 sales in September, 8,806 active listings. So that ratio is really, really tight. We have a very low number of listings versus the high number of sales that we're having. The average sales price was $377,500. In the month of December, 5,219 of those were new listings. So you see the total sales were actually more than what's coming on the market, which shows why we have a very short sale time of 1.4 months to eat up our supply. That means there is not much out there to buy. Sellers are getting more money. Buyers need to be super aggressive. They need to come in at full price, maybe even better, probably even having an escalation clause. Those are things that you really need to be prepared for in the market right now, because it is important that you get the property that you want, because right now it's just not happening. Unless you're aggressive and you're on point. Interest rates are so low that it makes the purchase price and the cost to own very low. And the expectations is that the market's going to continue to go up and up and up in price. So you probably can't get in the real estate market anytime in the near future for as little as you can today, even though you're probably paying just a little bit more than the list prices. So let's talk a little bit about the sales. For December, we had 6,635 sales in the month of December. That was a 6.1% increase from 2019. One thing we've really seen in 2020 is that the world of COVID has made people realize how important their home is and how much time they're spending there now. A lot of people are working from home. A lot of people are, living from home with their kids, going through homeschool and focusing around that environment. So it's never been more important, and we see that trend will continue. Home is going to continue to be the center of everyone's lives. We see even when things come back to normal, we're expecting it to be a hybrid situation where people are working in their offices still less than they did pre-pandemic and working a lot from home, spending more time with their families, and having that great, perfect place that you're living in is critically important. Interest rates right now are around 2.75, 2.8%, cheap money. So it's a very low cost to own your home right now. Like I say, prices are strong for sellers, but they are going to be continuing to move up. So if you don't get in today, you're going to pay more money next in 6 months or a year. And likely that the interest rates may not be quite this low. So it is a phenomenal opportunity, both for sellers to get more money and for buyers still to purchase a property before it gets incredibly expensive. So let's talk a little bit about the median sales prices. The median sales price for December increased 12.1% from that in 2019 to $310,000. The average sales price was $377,500 in the Atlanta market. That's a 12.4% increase from 2019. Those are huge numbers, folks, because that means that sellers are selling for more money, buyers are buying for more, and the values of properties are becoming increasingly higher as time goes on. Next, let's talk a little bit about inventory. As you can see, it has gone way down. We are seeing a tremendous number of buyers looking for properties, and there just aren't as many sellers out there as there have been relative to the number of buyers that we have. It's just as simple as the law of supply and demand. When there is little supply and there's a lot of demand, prices go up to reflect that. So for my sellers who've been thinking about putting their home on the market, now may be a fantastically opportune time. Of course, every case is different. So if you have any questions about that, let us know. We'll be glad to do your market analysis, show you what it is we can do to get your home sold and get you the most amount of money possible. Of course, conversely, for our buyers, we need every situation is different. We need to have a good plan in place. You need to be pre-qualified. You need to be prepared to make a full price offer if the property is priced properly and is in good condition. You also maybe need to look at escalation clauses because you may end up in a multiple offer situation, and you'll lose if you aren't an aggressive offer. Now, let's take a little bit of look at new listings versus active listings. Active listings in December was 8,806, which is a 44% decrease from 2019. You notice everything else was an increase. Well, inventory is a decrease. So there again, law of supply and demand. Supply is here, demand is here, price is going to be here. Incredibly important to know if you're considering selling and if you're considering buying. New listings, just a slight increase from 2019 to 5,219. So there's not much change there. Let's talk lastly, just a little bit about what's going on in the marketplace in the last 7 days here in January. In the last 7 days, we had 1,924 new listings come onto the real estate market in the Atlanta area. Coming back on the market, those that kind of went off the market for a short period of time, maybe went into the whole category or withdrawn, were 515. We had 789 homes reduce their price, 582 homes increase their price. We don't really see much increases in price, but that's a pretty high number. We saw 2,655 homes go under contract in the last 7 days. So that means 1,924 came on, 2,655 went under contract. That's a huge drop in supply versus a huge increase in demand. We currently have 109 homes on hold. Very low number because people are really getting out there and selling their homes. Withdrawals, even a low number there too. Only 267 homes withdrawn from the market because the market is so strong and homes are selling. We've had 1,848 homes sell in the last 7 days. Huge number again, because that is even more or close to where our new listings are. And given the time of the month, that's more on average than what we've had going into the pending inventory. Very few homes are expiring right now, only 262 because the market is so strong. We currently have active under contract. That means they're in the due diligence period. We have 1,207 homes. So that's 2,655 pending plus another 1,207. So that's almost 30, or that's just over 3,800 homes that are potentially under contract for sale. We have 140 that are coming soon. That's still a fairly low number given the amount of inventory that we need to have in our marketplace right now. Things are always changing in the real estate market. Right now, it is a very strong seller's market. However, that doesn't mean you can go crazy over your list price because people realize when properties are overpriced. A great strategy is pricing it at or just a little bit below market because you will get multiple offers. It'll sell multiple very fast. You likely get multiple offers, just like this guy did this last weekend. Followed our advice, just went a pinch below what he wanted to in the market price. He sold the home in 3 days and actually got 9% over the list price, which was really about 7% over the market value. So that is a fantastic strategy. Obviously, if you're pricing at market value, you're going to typically sell in the average days on market. So that's a quick recap from December. And then, of course, the last 7 days here in January of what's happening in the real estate market. Should you ever have any questions, please let us know. We are also taking questions for our quick real estate questions of the week. So if you have something, a quick question you want to know about real estate, let us know what that is. Post it in our comments, send us a direct message, something like that. And we'd be glad to share that. There really are no stupid questions. usually if you're thinking it, somebody else is, and you might be just helping them out. So that is our recap for December, and a short recap from the last 7 days in January. As always, we love being your real estate professional here in Midtown. Love helping, loving, and love to answer your questions. Reach out to us anytime should you need anything. We are here. We love you, and we greatly appreciate your hanging in with us. Have a great day.